You, yes you, driven by an underlying need to be appreciated, find yourself here. You've felt the weight of past traumas, shaping your desires, demanding validation. Today, we delve deep into understanding how such experiences sculpt our relentless craving for approval. Recognize the force within and harness it. Don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel. Your support is crucial for its growth and for us to continue empowering content. Trauma, by definition, is a deeply distressing or disturbing experience. It is an event that shatters our sense of security, leaving us feeling helpless and vulnerable in a dangerous world. There are various forms of trauma: physical, emotional, mental, each originating from different sources. Whether from the horrors of war, the agonies of abuse, or the desolation of personal loss, traumas build a prison around our psyche. To comprehend trauma, one must understand its origins and their profound impact on mental well-being. The origins of trauma date back to the beginning of human existence. Ancient civilizations faced countless threats, natural disasters, conflicts, and diseases that etched the first marks of trauma into the psyche of mankind. Historical records and archaeological findings from the Roman Empire, for instance, reveal the widespread existence of trauma among soldiers who battled the brutal realities of war. These early forms of trauma were commonly linked to physical injuries, but had significant mental repercussions. In the 20th century, the concept of trauma evolved as the fields of psychology and psychiatry advanced. World War I introduced the term shell shock, recognizing psychological trauma among soldiers. The following decades brought a deeper understanding of emotional and psychological traumas experienced during childhood, abuse, neglect, or the loss of a loved one. These traumas not only carve deep wounds but also shape our perceptions, influencing how we interact with the world and view ourselves. The human mind, though resilient, is profoundly affected by trauma. These experiences often dictate our reactions, behaviors, and even our self-worth. Traumas create invisible scars that influence our subconscious. For young warriors facing the chaos of adolescence and early adulthood, understanding these scars is a journey towards self-mastery. Recognizing how trauma shapes perceptions allows one to navigate life with greater wisdom and resilience, embodying Stoic strength. By delving into the origins and impacts of trauma, we can transform our struggles into sources of strength. This transformation demands a Stoic mindset, acceptance of reality, control over our responses, and seeking wisdom in adversity. It is a path of resilience, enabling us to find inner strength amidst the turbulent tides of life. The wisdom of ancient philosophies teaches us that every trauma is not just a wound, but an opportunity to build mental fortitude and cultivate profound resilience. The human psyche is intricately designed, navigating through a spectrum of emotions and desires. Among these, the yearning for approval and validation takes a pivotal position. From an early age, individuals often seek acknowledgement from family, friends, and peers. This inherent longing stems from our primal need to belong and be accepted by our community. However, not all forms of this desire are constructive. It is crucial to understand the delicate balance between seeking healthy affirmation and falling into the trap of perpetual validation, which can erode one's true sense of self. To delve deeper, we must explore the impact of past traumas on this need for appreciation. Traumatic experiences, be they emotional or physical, have a profound effect on an individual's mental framework. Those who have endured significant traumas often find their self-worth deeply intertwined with the opinions of others. They seek external validation as a way to mend the fractured pieces of their self-image. Indeed, trauma can leave an indelible mark, reshaping one's perception of self and the world. This condition can lead to an unhealthy dependence on external approval, acting almost like a lifeline for their self-esteem. Historical texts and philosophical teachings reiterate the dangers of relying on validation from others. The Stoics, in particular, emphasize the importance of inner strength and resilience. Ancient philosopher Epictetus wisely articulated that one's worth should never be contingent upon external approval. The essence of Stoicism lies in the principle of self-reliance, drawing strength from within and aligning oneself with the natural order of life. Developing this internal fortitude helps one weather life's adversities without being swayed by the potentially fickle judgments of others. This timeless wisdom is not merely theoretical, but holds practical applications in contemporary life. It serves as a guiding beacon for young men today, navigating a world that constantly seeks to define their worth through social media likes, accolades, and societal expectations. By embracing Stoic principles, one cultivates an unshakable core, resilient to external pressures. This is not to suggest an apathy towards feedback, but encourages a discerning approach, valuing constructive criticism, yet not being enslaved by the need for praise. Insights from psychology elucidate that addressing and healing from past traumas is imperative for developing a healthy self-image. Cognitive behavioral therapies emphasize self-reflection, enabling individuals to confront and process their traumas. This journey towards healing facilitates the breakage of dependency on external validation. It is akin to removing the chains of bondage, allowing one to stand tall and free, embodying their true essence without fear of judgment. The intersection between trauma and the need for approval is complex, woven deep within the fabric of human experience. Yet, the path to liberation is clear. By acknowledging and addressing one's past pains, and by adopting a Stoic mindset, one begins to uncover their intrinsic worth. With every step taken towards inner strengthening, the need for external validation diminishes, revealing a profound sense of peace and resilience. Ultimately, the pursuit of approval should be transcended by the pursuit of excellence and self-improvement. Life's true meaning lies not in the applause of others, but in the silent recognition of one's efforts and virtues. By focusing inward, a man can rise above life's superficial judgments, forging an unbreakable spirit, grounded in his principles and unwavering in his values. In life's long journey, we often carry unseen burdens, shadows of the past that color our perceptions. Recognizing the influence of trauma on our present behavior is a profound step towards healing. Every scar, each memory etched in our minds, touches us in ways both subtle and profound. The tales of ancient philosophers remind us that resilience is cultivated not by ignoring these scars, but by embracing them. Marcus Aurelius, Roman emperor and Stoic philosopher, reminds us in his Meditations that difficulties strengthen the mind, just as labor fortifies the body. To break free from the chains of trauma, one must first understand its impact. Traumatic experiences cloud our judgment and skew our perceptions, molding us into beings desperately seeking validation from others. This dependency is not easy to shake off, as it is rooted deep within the psyche. However, wisdom from the Stoic tradition provides us with strategies to recognize and address these influences. Seneca, the Stoic thinker, instructed us on the importance of self-reflection. By looking inward, we spot the roots of our desires for external approval. He advised that true contentment does not come from others' recognition, but from inner tranquility and self-acknowledgement. To embark on the path of healing, one must first confront these trauma-induced shadows head-on. Mindfulness and meditation are tools that ancient Stoics utilized to navigate their inner landscapes. Detachment from unhelpful thoughts and the serenity to observe one's mind without judgment were teachings echoed by Epictetus. Practicing such mindfulness allows us to disarm these lingering memories, gradually freeing us from their hold. The resilience built from this practice forms an unshakable core, enabling us to stand firm against life's tempests. Developing inner strength entails enduring and overcoming hardships. The discipline of resilience, which Stoicism champions, encourages us to see adversities not as impediments, but as opportunities for growth. By facing these challenges with a Stoic mindset, we cultivate strength of character that is unyielding. Heraclitus's principle that character is destiny implores us to shape our response to trauma, transforming adversity into a path of personal evolution. It is through the process of self-empowerment that we break free from the need for external validation. Recognizing trauma's influence does not make us weaker. It is the first step towards reclaiming our strength. The wisdom of Stoicism lies in transforming suffering into strength, teaching us that true resilience is not the absence of pain, but the enduring spirit to rise undaunted, time after time. The journey to inner strength and resilience isn't over. There's much more wisdom to uncover ahead. Stay with us, and remember to like and subscribe. Keep this invaluable content coming your way. Your support is essential. The philosophy of Stoicism, birthed in the ancient world, holds potent wisdom for those seeking to fortify their inner selves. The teachings of Marcus Aurelius, Seneca, and Epictetus resonate through the ages, reminding us that true strength springs not from the approval of others, but from the tranquility within. Amidst today's whirlwind of social pressures and external validation, Stoic principles stand as timeless guardians of inner resilience. At its core, Stoicism teaches us to distinguish between what we can and cannot control. Obsessing over the opinions of others is futile, for these are elements beyond our command. Instead, Stoicism invites us to focus on our own judgments, actions, and responses. By embodying the virtues of wisdom, courage, justice, and temperance, we cultivate a resilience that no external force can diminish. The Stoic principle of amor fati, or the love of fate, is a profound exercise in resilience. This concept encourages us to embrace everything that happens, good or bad, as necessary components of our journey. By accepting our circumstances without resistance, we free ourselves from the anguish of what could have been. Instead, we channel our energy into what is within our control, our responses and our actions. Through this acceptance, we discover a new realm of inner strength. Another pillar of Stoicism is the practice of negative visualization. This exercise involves imagining the loss of things we value, such as our possessions, health, or even loved ones. Although it may seem counterintuitive, this reflection sharpens our appreciation for what we have and prepares us for the vicissitudes of life. It reminds us that dependence on external factors for happiness is fraught with uncertainty, and that true contentment arises from a steadfast mind. A crucial aspect of Stoic resilience is the dichotomy of control. The Stoics advise us to concentrate our energy on what we can control and relinquish concerns over what we cannot. This clear demarcation empowers us to focus on our own actions, moral integrity, and deliberate choices, fostering a sense of mastery over our lives. When we practice this principle consistently, we cultivate an impenetrable peace, impervious to the turbulence of external events. Stoicism further emphasizes the importance of sympathia, or the idea of connectedness with the greater whole. Recognizing that we are part of a larger community, and indeed the cosmos itself, fosters a profound sense of purpose. This perspective diminishes our obsessive need for personal validation, replacing it with a deep-seated conviction that our actions contribute to something greater. This realization infuses our lives with meaning, fortifying our resilience, even in the face of adversity. Finally, Stoicism implores us to remember our own mortality, a practice known as memento mori. Contemplating the inevitability of death is not a morbid exercise, but a clarifying one. It beckons us to live fully in the present moment, to cherish each day as a gift. When we internalize the transient nature of life, we naturally become more resilient. We cease to squander time on trivialities and external validation, instead devoting ourselves to what truly matters. In conclusion, the Stoic principles offer us timeless wisdom for cultivating resilience and inner strength. By focusing on what we can control, embracing our fate, practicing negative visualization, understanding our connectedness to the greater whole, and remembering our mortality, we lay the groundwork for a life unshaken by the need for external validation. These practices transform our perspective, enabling us to meet life's challenges with equanimity and profound inner peace. In the profound teachings of Stoicism, we find the profound framework for understanding and appreciating our inherent value. It stands grounded upon the philosophy that our worth is intrinsic, not determined by external feedback or the whims of societal approval. Wisdom, as depicted by Marcus Aurelius, teaches that every person holds immense significance, not by the accolades they receive, but by their virtue and the quality of their soul. This nuanced understanding sets the tone for embracing self-worth beyond superficial validation. One technique for maintaining self-esteem independent of external feedback is through the cultivation of inner virtues. Ancient Stoics, such as Epictetus, emphasized the importance of focusing on things within our control. Our character, choices, and actions are entirely within our power. By centering our attention on these aspects and inscribing them with excellence, we free ourselves from the dependence on external approval. A life lived with integrity and honor is inherently valuable, regardless of external recognition. The impact of societal expectations and traumas often skews our perception of self-worth. Young warriors in ancient Sparta were trained to face adversities without seeking external validation. Their worth was measured by their resilience and their ability to uphold principles in the face of immense challenges. This historical practice teaches us that true self-worth comes from overcoming inner battles and the fortitude to persist, mirroring the essence of a Stoic mindset. Another pivotal technique is practicing self-reflection and gratitude. The Stoic practice of journaling, famously utilized by Marcus Aurelius in his Meditations, serves as a powerful tool. Reflecting on daily actions helps to assess whether one has upheld their virtues and values. By acknowledging even small victories and extending gratitude for our inner strengths, we build a robust sense of self-worth that is immune to external criticism or praise. The wisdom of Stoicism instructs us on the importance of community and mutual respect. By aligning with those who value virtue and wisdom, we reinforce our own self-worth. The Stoics of ancient Athens gathered in the agora, exchanging profound thoughts and ideas, lifting each other towards greater heights. Embracing a supportive circle that champions our inner qualities ignites our own inherent value and fosters a sense of belonging beyond external appreciation. Ultimately, the core message remains that true self-worth is an internal construct, fortified through continuous self-improvement and steadfast adherence to personal virtues. The ancients have proved time and again that our value is not defined by the world's views, but by the content of our character. By embracing these timeless practices, one can achieve a profound sense of self-worth that remains unshakable amidst life's inevitable storms. In times where life challenges our very core, it is essential to build a supportive community that fosters resilience. Imagine Marcus Aurelius in the Roman Empire, surrounded by his trusted advisors in the evening light of an open forum. Their serious discussions, imbued with mutual respect and Stoic wisdom, illustrate the importance of healthy relationships. Such gatherings serve as a cornerstone for weathering the storms of trauma and uncertainty, offering a sanctuary where thoughts and emotions can be shared openly and safely. In the ancient temples of Athens, philosophers like Socrates engaged with their disciples in profound dialogues. These interactions did more than impart wisdom. They created a supportive environment where individuals uplifted each other through mutual understanding and shared goals. Supporting one another in crises isn't merely an act of kindness. It is a lifeline that can anchor us amidst turbulent times. The depth of our connections defines our capacity to endure, and so we must choose our companions with care and wisdom. Consider the Spartan warriors, who trained and lived together, forming bonds that were unbreakable. Their mutual support on and off the battlefield became a testament to the power of camaraderie. A support network, much like this band of brothers, is crafted with communication and trust, cultivated over time. It becomes a fortress against emotional distress and trauma. Through shared challenges and victories, each member of the community strengthens and fortifies the spirit of the others. Throughout history, the concept of a supportive environment extends beyond formal alliances and friendships. The ancient monks in secluded monasteries embodied resilience through collective meditation and shared labor. In these quiet, sacred spaces, they found solace and strength in each other's company. Their daily routines, steeped in ritual and mutual support, offer a profound example of how a supportive community can bring peace to the troubled mind. A serene environment, marked by trust and common purpose, lays the foundation for enduring resilience. To sustain a resilient community, clear and open communication is paramount. Just as the Stoic philosopher Epictetus emphasized dialogue with integrity and patience, modern individuals must engage in honest and meaningful exchanges. Creating a supportive environment involves being present for one another, asking thoughtful questions, and offering genuine empathy. Words carry the power to heal. They can forge unbreakable bonds and build a fortress of resilience against the pressures of life. In a world increasingly defined by digital connections, it is crucial to bring the ethos of ancient supportive environments into our lives. Forming groups with shared interests and values, even online, can craft a modern version of the forums and gatherings of old. Choosing to surround oneself with individuals who embody wisdom, strength, and compassion sets a standard for the dynamics of a resilient community. Whether it's through virtual spaces or in-person interactions, creating circles of support and trust helps us remain steadfast and unyielding. Ultimately, building a supportive environment is a profound act of wisdom and strength. It requires a conscious effort to cultivate relationships that are rooted in mutual respect and shared values. The principles of Stoicism teach us to approach life with sincerity, fortitude, and a calm mind, and the same principles apply to fostering a resilient community. By laying a foundation built on trust, honest communication, and unwavering support, we create a milieu where each member can thrive amidst adversity and find inner strength and resilience. As you embark on the path of understanding and self-mastering, remember that confronting your past enables you to break free from the chains of needing constant validation. Your journey is your own, and now you are equipped with the insight to move forward. Like and subscribe to our channel. Your support is immensely valuable as we continue to grow together in strength and wisdom.